Hey everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess and today's video is going to be a reading kind of week-ish in my life. I'm aiming for it to be a week. I did already sort of start this video before I went home for my sister's gender reveal, of which I will insert a video here for you guys. She is having a beautiful baby girl. Well, she's gonna have a baby girl and I'm so excited for her and so happy for her. But yeah, so we travelled home for one day for my sister's gender reveal. I did start this before we went and honestly, I just haven't really been reading. I feel super overwhelmed about my IP. But this week I thought it'd be fun to play Becca's spookoplathon with you guys. So I just quickly made my shelf cards, community shelf cards, and my chance cards. I actually printed them out using our printer for the first time, which was so exciting. And this is what the board looks like. Now I'm a little bit nervous for this and I probably will be twisting a lot of these prompts to fit what I want to read. I am currently reading Final Offer by Lauren Asher. It's been a very long time since I wanted to pick, it's been a long time since I picked this book up, but I really wanted to have it because it is the last in the Dreamland Billionaires series by her, and I have really enjoyed the series so far. I have had a lot of people say this is their favourite out of all of them, and honestly I can see it being one of my favourites because it's second chance romance and I have been really enjoying those recently. I'm currently on page 131, chapter 14 of the Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and I am really excited about it still. So let's go do our first roll together. I need to go and get some dice from our board game cupboard quickly. Okay, I completely forgot we were going to need a counter to take around the board, so I'm just borrowing one of Luke's Lego minifigures. This is a Stormtrooper. I'm sure Luke will correct me when I'm editing, but I'm pretty sure it's a Stormtrooper. And since we're playing the mini version, I got the mini dice. Basically the way that you do this is that if you roll a double, you then add another roll onto your TBR, or you have to add 2 books for one prompt, or you just have to roll again and you have to choose 2 books to read at one time. So that's how I'm going to probably play it, as 2 books at one time. Anyway, let's give this a roll. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're starting off with a bang. We are on chance down here, which means we choose one of our chance cards. I have already shuffled these. So yeah, we're gonna just pick from the top of this deck here. Okay, and we got a Touch of Ruin for our first book. Do you know what? I'm not mad at that at all. This is one of the books I really wanted to get to this month. The thing is, right, this game is so fun that you want to roll multiple times. I feel like rolling as you go is kind of better. I might just roll a second time, see what I get, so I have 2 books to kind of choose from, as well as Final Offer by Lauren Asher. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stabby. Okay, the prompt is stabby, so this could be seen as a thriller. I'm actually gonna choose my current Kindle Unlimited read, which is The Guest List by Lucy Fowley. I am currently 36% of the way through this book, so that kind of works well because I'm partway through it already. And I'm really happy with this choice. Okay, those 2 rolls did not feel too bad. We'll do more rolls later on in the week. It's almost 10:30 or coming to 10:30, so Luke will be back from work soon, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. I've been reading Final Offer by Lauren Asher and I'm really enjoying it. I've literally been squealing at things, but I also will say I'm a bit frustrated. Not frustrated at any of the characters or any of their reactions. They're very valid, but I just feel so bad for Cal in this book, and I didn't even notice that he had these issues in the first 2 books of the series in the fine print and terms and conditions. I think it's such a well hidden issue that he's going through. I'm in love with it, but I'm kind of hoping to have some progression and a little bit of forgiveness now. Yeah, please excuse the pile of laundry that you can probably see behind me. That is clean laundry that just needs to be ironed. I just haven't had time to do it because Monday through Wednesdays are my really packed uni days. We're on page 268 and I am loving it. I'm really enjoying this book so far. Okay guys, time for a quick update. I was just celebrating with Luke that when I was in the town over from us that I didn't buy any books, even though me and my friend Anna did go book browsing. Honestly, it was because the works there didn't really have anything good. Their book section's been like really reduced. I'm not sure why. And also like I didn't really just see anything that kind of completely stood out to me. And also I'm obviously on my book buying ban. 3 exemption books is all that I get for this over the next 2 months, and I seem to have already made my decision on those quite rashly, so let's hope that I don't regret that. Let's start off with the 2 that are like more Christmassy themed, and this was to make up to have 6. So I also picked up a couple of Christmassy, kind of cozy books I feel like I'll probably do a reading vlog for. So I picked up The Gingerbread Cafe by Anita Faulkner, and this just sounded so cute and adorable. I absolutely love the sound of it. Basically it's a cafe that basically always celebrates Christmas until the owner unfortunately passes away, and this woman basically relies on this cafe to kind of get her through. It's like a peaceful place for her that she really loves going to. The person who owned this place actually left the cafe to her, and also the least festive person ever, the owner's nephew. And it just sounds like it's gonna be a really great kind of like rivals to lovers story. And the second Christmas one that I got is the Christmas Murder Game. Now you guys will know I don't really buy thrillers anymore because I really just don't read them, but Luke said that maybe I should do, well, Luke suggested picking up something a little bit different, and I kind of agreed with him as well because I couldn't find anything else that I really wanted. And this sounds so interesting, and the way that I plan to read this is at the very beginning of December, because this is basically a book that has 12 clues that have 12 keys, and there's 12 days of Christmas. So I will either read it like right up to the lead up of Christmas, or I'll read it at the very beginning of the month. And then the main reason that I actually purchase books is because in the works at the moment they have Elsie Silver's series, which everyone is going absolutely crazy about, for the 3 for £6. Now there is 4 books on here. I believe these are the 4 that are out. I think there might be one more that's coming, or Reckless is the last one, I'm not sure, because I know that one was just newly released recently. But these are the new covers, and I'm so excited. I've wanted to own these for such a long time. So this is my 3rd exemption book, Flawless by Elsie Silver. Then of course this is an accidental loophole that I have found to my book buying low buy, is that if I buy the first book, that's my exemption, but then I said that series continuations don't count, so the next 3 books in the series do not count, which is, I think it's Heartless, then Powerless, and then Reckless. It's fine, sometimes buying new books makes you more motivated to finish the books that you're currently reading, and obviously with the final offer I am currently on page 268, so this will definitely encourage me to get through this book. I think I'll definitely be reading a massive chunk today as well of that book. I also have my chance card that I rolled on the Monopoly board, which was A Touch of Ruin. This is also on my bedside table at the moment because I'm going to be starting this one next once I finish the final offer. And then I've also got Best List by Lucy Fowley to finish as well for the stabby prompt, but I'm hoping that one of the prompts that I get will allow me to read Flawless. Okay guys, so I've got a new bedside table, so it took me a second then to set up the camera. I'm still kind of getting used to like what you guys can see in the camera, like where I need the camera to be. But I want to give you guys a quick reading update. It is now 9 past 10 in the evening, and I'm just ready for bed. I just did my skincare and everything, ready for bed. Tonight I have read up to page 428 of the final offer, so you guys can see I'm so close to the end now. I'm in like a really big reading mood, so I'm hoping to read a lot anyway, and then we will definitely pick up and start A Touch of Ruin, and we'll roll a new Monopoly roll because I do like to have like 2 books to kind of flicker between. Guys, we're currently baking muffins, but they're all overfilling. This is like our test run tray, to be honest, because we only have a tray that has like 6 in them. Luke's gone to go and get like another one that we can like cook more with them. But you can see like the edges are now crisping, but the middles just need to cook still. But I'm really disappointed that they're all overflowing, but however they do look absolutely delicious. Oh, okay guys, first off I want to apologise for the lighting. We've had a really chill day today. However, this morning I did actually finish Final Offer by Lauren Asher. I've just been doing some uni work. Luke's been playing some games. So yeah, that's why we just had like a really chill day. But this morning I finished Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 stars. I loved this. I actually think this might be my favourite in this series, to be completely honest. I am debating on giving it a 5, but I'm not a huge fan of like the grand expensive gestures, and although they are like billionaires, hence it being part of the Dreamland Billionaire series. It just felt at the end a little bit like a massive purchase was made, and like I really thought it was a wholesome purchase. To be honest, there's just a few things I'm being nitpicky about, but I think this is probably my favourite book in the series. I definitely think the second book in the series, Terms and Conditions, was a bit of a dud for me. However, this was really good. I think this series for me overall will probably be a 4 stars. I haven't started A Touch of Ruin yet by Scarlett St. Clair, and I didn't read any of The Guest List by Lucy Fowley last night like I said I was going to. But okay, you might need to move it in so you can see the roll, and then you can tap it and then that's it. 9. You gonna move it around?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Crows and Ravens. Okay.
6 of Crows.
I've read it.
Oh.
Smart though, yeah, but I've read it. It's up there. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that.
Animal?
Yeah, I could do something with animals in. I could do something with animals in. And because he's a bull rider, I could do that. What else? Raven. Okay, so as I already updated you guys today, I finished Final Offer by Lauren Asher. I still have not read any of The Guest List by Lucy Fowley. However, I did start A Touch of Ruin by Scarlett St. Clair, and I am currently 65 pages through. I'm on chapter, I don't know what chapter it is. I'm on the chapter titled A Touch of Warning. As you saw as well, Luke rolled a dice for spookoplathon because I asked him if he wanted to. Well, because he wanted to, and I was like, if you want, like, you can just do my official roll for me, I don't mind. And we landed on Ravens and Crows. Now, I think Becca said something like a bad omen, or a book with a raven on, or a book with a raven in, or a crow in. However, I don't know if any of my books have those in. So Luke said, what about an animal? And I decided to go with Flawless by Elsie Silver. And this is going to be the 3rd book that we're going to be reading, like, I guess throughout this rest of the week. Guys, quick update. It is Saturday the 7th of October now, and it is 28 minutes past 8. Luke is on his way home now. There was like a complication at work, but I have like quite a shocking reading update for you guys. You guys know that Luke did a Bookopoly roll yesterday, and I chose to choose that prompt, which was Crows and Ravens. Flawless by Elsie Silver, because I believe it includes a bull rider, so I'm assuming it's going to include like bulls or some type of animal in here, so because of that I chose this one. However, what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about is that last night I told you guys I was either going to read The Guest List or A Touch of Ruin, but I actually ended up gaming with Luke and one of his close friends, Joseph. That did mean that I didn't read anything yesterday at night. However, today I have literally read the entirety of the rest of A Touch of Ruin by Scarlett St. Clair. I don't know what it is about these books, but they're just so easy digestible. Like, they're so easy to read. If you want a world that you can just fall into and like read through really, really quickly, I would highly recommend this series. This book is going to be a 3 stars for me. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I feel like it's because it felt a little bit like it lacked plot to me, and I feel like as the series goes on, it's going to gain a plot. But right now, it felt like there was quite a few like smutty scenes, and I feel like we had that, you know, in the first couple of books already. But in saying that, I am extremely excited for Hade's perspective of this book. I just think it's really interesting. Like, I also just wasn't happy with the fact that a load of things just were never resolved or talked about in this book, or talked out. But yeah, I'm really excited for Hade's book. To be honest, I feel like Hade's book will be quite enlightening. And I think the next Hade's book is A Touch of Retribution. I'm going to try and finish The Guest List next, but if I do finish Flawless, I honestly would not be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Okay guys, I just want to give you guys a quick update. It is 10 to 1 in the afternoon. I haven't read at all this morning. I've been doing uni work, as you can probably see by like my laptop and everything set up on my desk. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Last night I read to page 38 of Flawless by Elsie Silver, and I would say it's got a definite like slower beginning. Our bull rider Rhett basically has done some damage with his PR teams and the people who basically pay his money and sponsor him from something very, very small, but basically he had like a dealership with a milk company, and he basically said that he doesn't like milk, and a lot of people took that to heart. A lot of his fan base and things like that took that to heart. So his PR team, including a guy called Kip, are trying to kind of mend this mistake to kind of get him back up to high stakes, like back into like a good place with his fans and the public eye. And part of this includes getting Rhett a babysitter who just so happens to be Kip's daughter. I also really like that we've got dual POV here. So we've got Summer's POV and we also have Rhett's POV, and I really enjoy having a dual POV when it comes to a romance book. Honestly, I haven't read any of the guest lists since the beginning of this week. I keep mentioning it and saying I haven't read it, and I should, but I just haven't. I'm really just not a like thrillery girly anymore. Like, I'm really trying. I probably think I've read like one this year, possibly even two. And yeah, I don't know, like this one's just, I love the way that Lucy Fowley writes, but I'm just not gripped by this story, I don't think. Okay guys, I just wanted to come on and give you guys a quick reading update. If you can hear Luke talking in the background, it's because he's gaming. But it is 11:15 at night. Flawless by Elsie Silver. I've been reading this today and I am on page 206. If I read more tonight, then this will definitely be finished by tomorrow. If not, then it'll probably be finished by Tuesday, and then Wednesday is our last day of the week where I'll be filming this for you guys. So yeah, but I do have a reading challenge I do want to do, but it has to be at like the end of October because I have my IP, the first part of my IP due. So because of that, that's why I haven't been uploading on Wednesdays, because I've been doing so much work, and like Monday through Wednesday are like my full-on uni days as well. Like I have full contact hours those days. Good morning guys, it is currently 8 minutes past 7, so like 20 to 8. I'm running a bit behind because I am tired. Last night I did something I didn't think was going to happen. I ended up finishing the guest list by Lucy Fowley last night. To be honest, considering I just finished like the last of that book, so I was 36% of the way through. Considering I just finished that entire rest of the book, I don't have very high like thoughts or feelings on it, which is really shocking because the other Lucy Fowley books I've read I really enjoyed. This one just felt super kind of dragged out. I hope you guys can't hear the copyright music in the background. Anyway, we're gonna continue around the board because I finished a book last night. I'm just gonna shuffle these chance cards up and put them back, and also the community shelf cards as well, and put my little Lego, well, Luke's little minifigure back on here. I haven't got the dice out today, or the die, so I'm just going to use this dice roll app. So we're going to just roll 3, 2, 1, 4 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have a community shelf. Now these are full of prompts and things like that. So I've just shuffled them as you guys saw. Let's see what's on top. Has the in the title. Okay, so we need a book that has the in the title. Okay, so I kind of want to go for these two shelves. You guys know, if you guys have been on my channel for a while now, that these two shelves are like where the majority of like the books that I want to read are. So I obviously have the Gingerbread Cafe, but this is like more of like a Christmassy one, so I don't really want to read that. And I also have the Christmas Murder Club. I could do The Witch's Kiss. Okay, well, turns out I can only really do The Song of the Marked by S.M. Gaither because it's the only one that I have the in, unless, or I could go right out in like a weird direction, I guess, and do The Wonderful Wizard of Oz or The Picture of Dorian Gray. I should be able to read this quickly if I'm really into it, so we'll see. We'll see how we go. I'm actually kind of excited though. I was really excited for this. I'm really excited to get into it. This is going to be our next read. I'm excited. Okay guys, it is Tuesday the 10th of October, and I'm sure you guys can probably tell from my like, I guess, face and also just from my voice that I'm on the verge of a mental breakdown, and this is literally a this is a reading vlog, but I want to document this as well because I know that for myself, looking back on it, I'll probably laugh at it or smile at it or, I don't know, cry with myself again. But like a massive project that goes on throughout the whole year, and like inside of me I'm like, if I can't even do the first part, how the hell am I going to be able to do the next parts? Like, if I'm struggling this much, am I going to be able to do the next parts or not? Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back from my crying session. I feel, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that I feel better. I don't. I feel like I'm in the middle of a black hole and I have no way of grasping out and figuring out what I'm meant to be doing. I digress. Last night we did another Bookopoly roll and we got a book with that in the title. That book, the only book really that I had, and I really wanted to read a fantasy romance, was The Song of the Mark by S.M. Gaither. Originally, your girl thought she would read a classic. That was scrapped instantly after I read a couple of pages of both, and I was like, I can't do this, too much for my brain capacity right now. So yeah, I started The Song of the Mark last night, and I got to page 38. So far, it's good. I don't feel any kind of connection to our characters though, or anything like that, which is obviously expected 38 pages in. But also we haven't had like an introduction to the characters. We've just jumped straight in, and normally I'm a girl who enjoys that. But now I'm realising that maybe normally the authors, like some of the authors that I write from, they do have a description of the person, like the character that we've got, and then we jump into the action. And this didn't give you that, and there's so many keywords. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go and snuggle down on the sofa, I think, get myself super comfy, get myself a unhealthy snack. Unhealthy snack, 1,000,000% is the need for today. And just chill and read for a bit to have those high feelings, because I need to have some type of positivity in my life right now. Okay guys, it is almost midnight actually on Wednesday the 11th of October. This is the last day that I will be filming for this vlog, sadly, but I have quite a few updates for you guys. So first things first, I went to go and pick up my new pairs of glasses. So my backup glasses of choice are these ones right here. This is what they looked like. Oh my gosh, I'm just in love with these. These are some plastic frames. However, on the arm there's like some small detailing. It's like a glittery bit, and it's like this kind of sheer beigey pinky tone. That's what they look on. They're quite wide frames. I think they're a little bit wider than what I had before. Oh my god, look how dirty those lenses are. These are from a brand called Scene. These are from like the cheaper end of the glasses frame kind of world, and I have the cheaper lenses in. If you guys have to pay to be able to have glasses with a prescription in, you'll kind of understand the pain. So you pay for the frame and then you pay for your lenses separate, like it's an additional cost on top. You don't just get your lenses for free. These are basically like the cheapest frame I could get, and also the cheapest lens I could get with a anti-glare coating, which cost me £40, because like I said, I drive at night, and honestly with the lecture theatres, lighting is very like headachy and reflective, so I do have to have the anti-glare. I'm really happy with those. So those are kind of like, I guess, the cheaper pair that I got. Now my second pair is an expensive pair. These are what they look like. They're really simple, to be completely honest, but I really just have been loving the kind of thin wireframeness of these ones. I love how they've got a little bit of plastic to add something extra, but these Vogue ones are lovely. These are again from Scene, so these are quite a cheap, they're not quite cheap, they're the cheapest frame that you can get again. However, these are your metal frames. As you can see, this is what they look like. Now the thing that costs a lot of money for these ones are the lenses. I had the new and improved most, I don't know what they were called, but like they're basically lenses that are made for low lighting, meaning they are great for driving at night. And they also give you a wider field of view, and they also have custom measurements on. These are what those ones look like on. I just fell in love with these ones on, to be honest. They're different, they're silver, not gold, and I am more of a gold kind of girl, but I really enjoy these. I think they're really nice, and I feel like nowadays I'm just stepping into style with glasses. style. I'm so happy with these 2 pairs of glasses, and honestly this pair that I have had from Vision Express, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. My prescription has slightly changed. I did have an eye test prior to getting these 2 new ones, just because there's no point in getting 2 new ones without having an eye test, and it has been a year and a half since my last one, so because of that I decided to have an eye test. My eyesight hasn't changed too much, fortunately for me. Just my right eye just needs a little bit more strength behind it, but it's nothing too like drastic where I can't wear these frames and these lenses still, so I can still wear these frames and these frames. So I basically got 3 everyday frames, and I'm just so excited about it, and I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely in love. Me and Luke decided to go to Waterstones, and I found volume 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you guys saw one of my previous like reading vlogs, I think it was, I couldn't find volume 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen manga, so now I have volume 2. And then guys, look how stunning this is. This is a collector's edition of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Now I have not read this book, but I could not leave this edition there. On the back it says, "The case is closed, everyone knows he did it, but she's about to prove them wrong." This is published by Electric Monkey, which I don't think I've ever heard of. Is this an umbrella for I was going to say Hodderson. Just fell in love with the cover, which looks like this. It is smaller than your average size hardback, but I love it. I really do. So this week I read and finished The Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and I really enjoyed this. This is a 4.5 star read for me. I really enjoyed this. Started off our Spookopoly rolls, and I read The Guest List by Lucy Fowley on the Kindle app, and I finished that. I ended up giving it 2.5 stars. I was actually really sadly disappointed in that. It makes me nervous to read the other book from her that I own, which is The Paris Apartment. Then we got The Chance card, and that was A Touch of Ruin by Scarlett St. Clair, and I really enjoyed this. However, I am going to be giving it 3 stars because it just felt like there wasn't enough like emotional and characteral development in here, or plot, to be honest. It was just straight vibes, and that's fine, and it's a really easy read, and I do enjoy the series a ton, but I honestly feel like I'm going to get what I wanted from this book in the Hades saga book that comes after this. Then we got the prompt Ravens and Crows, and I didn't really know what to do because I don't think I have any particular books that I would class as Ravens or Crows really, so I decided to interpret that as animals, as like Luke suggested. And because of the animals prompt, I decided to read Flawless by Elsie Silver because this is about a bull rider. This is a new book in my collection, and to be honest, I am enjoying it. Last night I really didn't read that much. I think I was on page 206 or something, and I'm now on page 302. And then finally we got the Spookoplathon prompt for a book that has "the" in the title, and literally the only book that was on my shelves and has "the" in the title was The Song of the Marked by S.M. Gaither. That wasn't a thriller or a classic, and I really wanted a fantasy / romance, so yeah, I started this. I only read to page 38. I'm not honestly I'm not too sure if I'm in the mood to read this, and it's quite a long book. Going into next week I do feel super hopeful because I'm literally about to finish Flawless, and it's a nice romance, which I find romance nice and easy, so like it'll be great after a long day. And then I'm not very far through The Song of the Marked, but I feel like by the end of the month I will have finished The Song of the Marked. And I also realised that I need to start doing my reread that I have planned, because me and a friend are going to be reading one of my favourite series of all times together. So anyway, that's all I had to say. If you guys are avid readers, or if you're currently reading a book, let me know in the comments below what you are reading and how you are feeling about it. Are you feeling positive? Are you loving it? Would you recommend it? I love listening to people like rave about their books. One of my favourite things about going to Waterstones and bookstores is like hearing everyone's thoughts and opinions on different books and giving different books a go. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let's see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in my next one. Bye!